Is King Alpha here, and welcome back everyone to a brand new video. Here back on the channel today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna bring you guys a settings video, something I've never done in the past, and I thought this would be really good to do. And because over the last week and primarily the last 2 days, I have just been like dominating. I've always felt like, especially like the last month, I've really started noticing that I kind of have this skill gap barrier, if you will, stopping me from going to the next level and reaching my full potential. And I've been doing a lot of practicing and research online, and I found something that has allowed me to break through that barrier and take me to the next level. And within the last weekend here, just the last 2 or 3 days, I was able to break my personal kill record multiple times. I started from a 17, which wasn't really my kill record, but I went from 17 to a 20 to a 24 to a 25, multiple 31s to a 35, which is currently where my solo kill record stands at the moment, which is 35 kills. And then I finally, after it feels like a year of trying to get a new team kill record, we finally broke it, which my previous team record was 38, and I really hated that. It always annoyed me. I wanted to get 40. That was like the ultimate goal, was get 40 kills as a team. Me and my duo partner, Jaren, you guys know we always play together. So we, as a team, we wanted to try to drop 40 kills, and we actually demolished our previous record of 38, and it ended up dropping 58 kills, which was absolutely insane. We did that yesterday, and dude, we were just so elated. We were just so happy that we could actually finally break that and get out of 38. Now we're at 58, so we want to get to 60 now. It's like this annoying number. We keep getting in the 8s, man. Like 38, 58. Like, why can't we just go a little bit further, man? So now we're striving for the 60 bomb. That's our new goal. Dropping a 60 bomb. That'd be absolutely amazing if we could hit that. Honestly, with these new settings, it's 1,000% possible. So without further ado, let's hop into it. This video is gonna be kind of long. I'm gonna try to speed through these as quick as possible. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, guys. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers over here on the YouTube channel, so I really appreciate it. Now, some of these things I'll kind of talk about, but some of these are going to be personal preference, like obviously the stick layout, or excuse me, the invert vertical look. That's what I meant to say. If you prefer up is up, down is down, or up is down, whatever, change this. Like your dead zone, it's going to be up to you. If your controller has drift, you're going to change this. Your sensitivity we'll get into a little bit later. So just keep that in mind. Some of these are going to be personal preference. But starting for the first thing, tactical flipped is what I use for my button layout here. Some people use the bumper jumper tactical flipped. I just use tactical flipped. It's well known at this point. L1, R1, the top buttons do have a faster response time, allows you to be able to aim and shoot faster, which, that millisecond of a response time could literally mean the difference between a win or loss in a gunfight. So, I mean, again, just kind of putting yourself at a little bit of a disadvantage if you're not running flipped, so it's better just to run flipped. Again, dead zone, depending on your controller. I use a 1313 sensitivity. I play on a PS5. I don't play on PC or anything like that. I play on a PS5. I use a PS4 controller, but I play on a PS5 console. I personally just prefer the feel of a PS4 controller when it comes to competitive games like Warzone, as far as slide canceling, the movement, using claw. It just feels more comfortable for me on a PS4 controller versus the PS5. So I do play on a PS5 console, but I use the PS4 controller to get that out of the way. But I play on a 1313, being that I play at 80 FOV, obviously, because I can't change it. Because Warzone, great game, we love it. So yeah, so I'm stuck at 80 FOV, and to kind of make up the disadvantages that I'm at by not being able to play at 120 FOV, I need to be able to see a lot more of an area very quickly, which means playing with a higher sensitivity. So if you guys play on a console and you're losing a lot of gunfights to PC players, I suggest raising your sensitivity. Now, if you play at a 7.7, don't immediately jump up to a 13.13. You're not going to be able to play. It's going to be too high for you. Play a game with a 7.7, then go to an 8.8, then a 9.9. Just go up and up and up. That's what I did, and I currently play with a 13.13. Tomorrow I actually plan on actually going and trying out some different senses. I'm still trying to figure out what my perfect sense is. But recently, over the last, I think, a week and a half at this point. I've been running 13-13. I'm absolutely loving it. I've been able to win way more gunfights. I can 100% say this has definitely been one of the reasons that has been able to take me to that next level in my Warzone career. Custom sensitivity per aim. These are the ones that I have. You guys can copy these if you want. Like I said, I play on a higher sensitivity. This game considers this a very high sensitivity. So, me using a very high sensitivity, obviously, I can move my character's camera around very quickly, right? But once I ADS and I'm engaged into a gunfight, especially the longer range gunfights, I don't want to be able to like move my analog stick like barely, like just accidentally tap my analog stick and it just like go crazy over my screen, you know what I'm saying? So having individual ADS sensitivity allows me to be able to lower certain sensitivities or raise them in certain cases. So for instance, using a sniper rifle scope, say I'm running the Car 98 on Rebirth, and I have a 20 sensitivity. I don't want to be using a 20 sensitivity sniper scope, right? So I can come in here and I can lower it, so that way my character's moving at a 20/20 sensitivity, but my sniper's moving at a 7/7, let's say, okay? So this really depends on your sensitivity that you're running. If you're running a 7/7 sensitivity, you may want to increase these. If you're running a 20/20 sensitivity, you're going to want to decrease these. So really depending on what sense you use. Now this right here, the aim response curve type, this is one of those settings that is a big reason, honestly the biggest reason that has allowed me to break through that barrier and move to the next level is this right here. This is a setting you guys need to change right now. I've seen this in other people's settings videos a couple of times and I'm like, is that really a big setting that I need to change? And boy, can I tell you guys from personal experience, this is a setting you guys need to change right away. It's a huge difference, a night and day difference. Definitely change this to dynamic, and you guys you'll appreciate me, okay? You'll appreciate me. You don't know it yet, but once you change this, you'll appreciate it. So yeah, definitely change that to dynamic. Controller vibration, just have this disabled. There's really no need to have it enabled. This isn't like an RPG open world story mode. You're not trying to be immersed. Just disable it. It could put you at a little bit of disadvantage if an airstrike or precision strike is going off. It's running your controller like crazy. Your thumb moves a little bit on your analog stick. Your aim's off. You miss a shot. You die. Not always going to happen, but again, just don't take the risk. Just turn it off. Aim assist, keep this on standard. None of these really do too much of changes, but in the areas they do change, it's not really good, so just run standard. No one really uses anything else, just run standard. I'm just going to go through these names real quick. You guys can look there on the left. ADS, melee, enabled, hold for all my behaviors here for ADS. Steady aim, equipment. Use/reload behavior. This is another big one. Use contextual tap. This is a must-have. Absolute must-have. If you guys have this on the normal tap to reload or whatever, essentially what this means is if you want to pick up a gun on the floor, okay, let's say you land in a hot zone, okay, there's an enemy in front of you, there's a gun in front of you, right? Okay, you're not going to want to have to land, wait, hold down square, whatever your interaction button is, to be able to pick that gun up, and then cock it, you gotta go through the little animation, and then try to fight the person, right? Okay, you're gonna be at a huge disadvantage, and you're probably gonna lose the majority of your gunfights. I literally lost so many gunfights back in the day when Warzone first came out, and I didn't really know about this change. I was losing a lot of gunfights. I just was not able to pick up loot as fast as other people, and I was losing right off the bat. And it was super, super frustrating, and then I finally learned what contextual tap was, and I was like, hey, this is a big thing. I need to use this. So this just allows you to be able to pick up stuff from the floor a lot faster, allows you to engage in gunfights faster too, allows you to loot faster, like I said, and just get armored back up, pick up money or weapons, whatever. So yeah, this allows you to win more gunfights and engage in more gunfights. So that's a big one. Depleted weapon switch enabled. Apply plate behavior. Apply all. This allows you just to press triangle once, and it will go through the cycle and apply all the armor plates that you need. And this just allows you to multitask. You can slide away. You can, it's like a slide cancel. You can jump through windows or, mantle, whatever you need to do, and you don't have to worry about sitting there holding down triangle the entire time, trying to armor up. Just do apply all and you're done with it. Slide behavior, this is another must-have. Gotta have this on tap if you're gonna have any movement in this game. Slide canceling, snaking, drop shotting, from a slide cancel, you gotta have it on tap. That's a huge ordeal. Auto move forward disabled. Tactical sprint double tap, which doesn't really matter because we have automatic tactical sprint. This is a big deal. This is something a lot of pros and streamers and content creators use. And it's something that if you guys have never really used this before, you're gonna hate it. I used to hate it, and it's super annoying. You're gonna accidentally run off of ledges and buildings and rooftops, whatever. You're actually accidentally gonna run in front of enemies. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna get frustrated, but that's okay because you're just gonna have to keep using it. And eventually you'll get used to it, and it just kind of becomes like second nature in a way. You just kind of remember in the back of your head all the time when you're playing, like, hey, I have this on, so I need to be careful. But yeah, once you learn this just allows you to become a movement king. Like you see these videos on YouTube of these people, they're breaking people's cameras, breaking ankles, just going crazy. This is one of the reasons why they're able to do that, because this just allows them to essentially always be in a tactical sprint, and they're always running at the fastest possible speed they can be. They don't have like a real walk or anything like that, a slow walk. They're just constantly in a tactical sprint state, which allows them to just be super awesome, super mobile, and you're definitely gonna want that. Vehicle camera enabled, parachute auto deploy. Have this disabled again, puts you at a big disadvantage if you have this enabled. So make sure you disable that. Camera movement, another big setting here. Make sure you have this on least 50%. By default, 100%. Put this to least. That's a big change. Motion blur, you're going to want to have this off as well. Again, you're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. You have this enabled. You can see here by the demonstration, like literally you're just blurring the enemies in front of you. Why would you want this? This is going to make your aim worse. You're going to be hitting less shots. Less bullets are going to be hitting the target, which we don't want, because that means you're not going to be getting kills. You're not going to be hitting your bullets. You can't be getting damage out. You're going to be losing your gunfights, and this is just a bad thing. Turn this off. Film grain, if you have it on, you can see it on the right side of your screen. It makes the game kind of fuzzy, so just have this off so it's super clear and crisp, and you can definitely distinguish what everything is. Brightness, really up to you guys. I've seen people run 50s, 55s, 60s, 65s, 70s, 75s, really anywhere in that range. I personally just play on a 55. You can increase your monitor or TV brightness as well, but I just play on a 55. I skipped over this one. If you want blood, have it enabled. If not, have it disabled. On-demand text streaming, have this off. I mean, even if you have really good internet, super expensive, 1,000 megabits, whatever speed, wired connection, it's still just not really a really good thing. Essentially what this does, if you don't know, is it directly streams the game's textures using your internet, and it takes a pretty big hit on your internet, and it really doesn't even make a big difference. So if you have this enabled, it's not like you're getting a big advantage. So this is something you really don't even need on in the first place. Yeah, like I said, and especially with games nowadays, with it all being like connection based, and if someone has a 5 ping and someone else has an 80 ping, 9 out of 10 times that person with the 8 ping is going to win the gunfight, because they have a lower ping, which means less of a delay and there's less lag between the game and the server, whatever. So yeah, having the lowest possible ping that you can have, it just puts you at an advantage. So once again, if you have this enabled, you're just kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage, which you don't want. There's so many settings that some of these players have that is putting themselves at disadvantages that they don't even know about. That's the thing about this game, man. There's so many settings that literally someone that doesn't know these things could have on, and they're unknowingly making their experience worse, and they're going to be losing more gunfights just because they don't know this. So make sure you have this off as well. Interface, subtitles disabled, language, obviously whatever language you speak. Color type. This is how we can make up for having that other thing off that we were just talking about. Have this on Deuteranopia. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that name. I don't know how to pronounce it. But have this color type on this setting right here, and make sure your colorblind target is set to both. I know some people turn this colorblind on, but they don't have it set to both. Make sure you have this set to both, and then make sure you have it on set to this colorblind type. Essentially what this does is this just allows the colors in the game to pop more vibrant. Things are going to be easier to see, and they're just going to look better in general. This is what all the pros use, man. This is what the streamers use. This is what allows their games to look super, super awesome, and you're definitely just going to want to have this on. Tooltips, have disabled. Minimap shape, have this on square. Again, you're just at a big disadvantage. You have this on circle. You can clearly see here the person with the square minimap is able to see a lot larger area than the person with the square. Minimap rotation, same thing. You can actually see a little bit more if you have this enabled than disabled. You want to make sure you have this enabled so that your minimap follows your character. Show compass, it's good to have this on. It doesn't take up a large screen area. This allows you to have better accurate and better callouts overall. And your teammates are going to like you more if you can be more accurate with your callouts. So make sure you guys have this on. Letters or numbers, it's better to have on letters than numbers. I guess it's not a huge deal, but it's kind of a huge deal. So just go with letters at the end of the day, you know, that way you know which way you're facing. Kill feed duration doesn't really matter. You can have it disabled if you want. If you don't want to see the kill feed at all, by default I believe it's 10 seconds. Mine's on 20 for some reason, I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. Auto show vehicle controls, I have this on none. I know how the vehicle controls work, so I don't need to see them. If you need to, just have it set on all. Or you can specifically choose the type of vehicle. Text chat I have enabled. In-game alert icons. This is good to have. This lets you know, like if you're having internet issues, latency issues, packet losses, whatever. This just lets you know while you're playing your game, hey, you're having some internet issues right now. You're going to be a little bit laggy. You have a high ping. This is kind of letting you know that. Audio, if you want to have the best audio settings, use boost low. This allows you to hear footsteps better, and you'll better be able to distinguish between if they're above you, below you, to your left or your right. Use boost low. This raises the footstep volume so they're easier to hear. Honestly, these settings are personal for you guys. Some people have like mix amps or stuff, or different things that they can use to control this outside of the game. I normally play on master 100%. I just have it set to 50 right now because I was chilling in Plunder earlier, so I didn't really need to have my game at max volume. Music, I suggest having off. Dialogue volume, I suggest having this turned down because the announcer can be really loud sometimes. Effects, cinematics is only for campaign. Jug, I have this on. Hit markers, whichever you prefer, classic or Modern Warfare. Mono, I have to suggest having off. Voice chat, I have this or enabled. You know, it's really up to you guys. And then that's really it. Like I said, hopefully today's video did help you guys out. If it did in any way, shape, or form, as always, a like rating is appreciated. Sorry if I talked really fast. You guys can slow down the speed or, you know, pause or whatever. I just didn't want to make this video super long. I wanted to go through these pretty quickly. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I really appreciate if you guys drop a like, subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers over here on the YouTube channel. And I really hope this video did just help some of you guys kind of break through that barrier and go to the next level. Just like these settings helped me. I just really hope that this video can help some of you guys do the same. And yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if this did help you guys out. I'd really appreciate to know, you know, if it really did help you guys out in any way, shape, or form. All social links are down in the description. Twitch channel, Discord server, Twitter. Keep you guys posted over there, and I stream daily over on the Twitch channel. And yeah, as always, I love you all, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace!